uh, what we're going to talk.
I'm Chad. I'm Paul from Patriot Business Finance Consultants. I'm just trying to get the best financing package arranged for our clients. We will fight for you. 844-742-1776. Call us. Check out our website, www.patriotbfc.com.
Hello, everyone. Hey, this is Paul at Patriot Business Finance Consultants at Get Rich and Don't Cry Trying. So, what we're going to talk about on this show, ongoing and going forward, is a lot of things. Business financing, number one, motivation, strategies, tactics, how to get rich. And the don't cry trying part, it ain't going to be easy. You're going to have some things that happen to you along the way, but don't cry because it's going to happen to you if you got a job. Just keep on going. So we've talked about a lot of things on Industry Talk, Get Rich, Don't Cry Trying, creative financing, real estate financing, equipment financing, connections. That's one of the biggest things to talk about is connections. I'm on this show right now thanks to Galen Smith and Gems It. He's a connection, one excellent connection. He's a connection for me. It's a connection for all of you, everybody watching this show. He'll take you places that you've never been. So first part of this show, we're going to talk about what we do at Patriot Business Finance Consultants. I mean, it's in the name, Business Finance Consultant. So as your consultant, we're here to walk you through the path, walk you through the jungle. We are your safari guide. All right. If you've never been somewhere, you want to have a guide. If you're going to go bear hunting, you don't want to pack it up and go alone. You want to go with somebody who's been there. So as a consultant, what we want to put together is what we call best deal structure, lowest cost of money. Business financing, what is that? Well, let's break it into two pieces. There are business loans, and a business loan is typically SBA, Small Business Administration, or USDA, United States Department of Agriculture loans. Banks provide those. Now, a business loan encompasses every asset of your business: real estate, equipment, intellectual property, accounts receivable, everything that belongs, everything that is a part of that business has a lien on it from the lender. That's a business loan. Let's talk about individual business financing. And what we do at Patriot Business Finance Consultants, we can provide both of those scenarios and situations. But business financing, individual business financing, is a piece of equipment, a piece of real estate, or your accounts receivable, working capital. Let's dive into equipment financing. And for those of you who watch Industry Talk and have seen me on there with Galen, we've talked about a lot of this before. But going forward, we're going to cram it all together. And this information, what we're trying to do here is give you the blueprint. Be somebody that you can call and ask questions to. I want to do deals. I want to do business deals with you, but I'm also here to help you with information, resources. And if you call me, and if you do call me, 330-501-4554, you can call me, you can text, email me, Paul at patriotbfc.com to set an appointment. I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you along the way. Maybe you're not ready for financing right now, but I'm going to help with information. Just try to be a friend to walk you through what you're trying to get accomplished. And eventually we will do a deal together, hopefully. All right, back to the subject. Individual business financing, a piece of equipment. How do you do that, and how do we help you do that? So you're in business. You need equipment. Any industry, any state, any credit, any equipment. So any industry, every industry, if you own a hotel, you need furniture, that's your equipment. If you own a construction company, you need bobcats, bulldozers, dump trucks, trailers, trucks, all that stuff. I mean, just whatever you can imagine that is equipment that you need for your business, That's equipment. That's the definition of equipment financing. A lot of people who watch this show are in the entertainment industry, but I'm talking not to the entertainers themselves. I'm talking to the people behind the scenes, the studio owners. You know who you are. You know how much that equipment costs to fill a studio. I can help you with that. So, how do we do it? We take an application, we collect information. Sometimes, like if you've been in business for more than 3 years, you got good to excellent credit, making money, and the equipment is less than $300,000, we can do that application only. Application and an invoice for the piece of equipment. Let's say less than 3 years in business. Or difficult credit. And difficult credit is not a problem. We can help you. If you've been turned down by the bank, don't think it's the end of the road, because it's not. Lenders that we represent understand these situations, and we can make it happen. Money down is required to get difficult credit financing done, not for us, but for the lender to say yes. But things can be made to happen and get you right on the straight path. Make payments on time for 2 years, you are now in the solid gold territory. Back to the subject, we take an application, collect information, we choose the right lender. We have 106 lenders that we represent. We're not going to send you to 106. We're not going to send you to even 10. We're going to specifically target the right lender who's going to say yes for the exact case scenario. We get you approved, get you a term sheet, send it to you, go over it with you. If you like what you see, sign it, send it back to us. The process begins. You pick up your equipment in less than a week. Very simple. So that's one of the things that we can do to help business owners. Business owners, let's talk about in business or startups. There's a difference right there with financing. A startup requires money down, even with good credit. It's a startup. Lenders want money down to say yes. If you've been in business for more than 3 years, you can put very little money down, if any. We can get you approved with zero down. First payment, of course, only. So that's equipment financing. There's a lot more to it than that, but that's the overview of it. So anybody watching this show, if you are in business and you need equipment, get a hold of us, man. 330-501-4554. We are better than the bank. We're better than paying cash. Don't pay cash for equipment. Keep the cash. Coca-Cola doesn't pay cash. Model yourself after the biggest companies in the world. No large company pays cash for equipment. They finance it, and there's reasons. Reasons are tax advantages. Cash on hand makes your balance sheet look strong for future borrowing, and cash is to be used for emergencies and opportunities. So equipment financing, we got you covered. If you're listening to me right now and you need equipment for your business, let's talk. Call me, email me, paul@patriotbfc.com. Okay. Real estate financing. Here's the strategy. Now, there's a lot of types of real estate financing. There's hard money lending. There's long-term financing, buy and hold for single families, apartment buildings. There's fix and flips, where you make money when you flip it less than a year. And then there's cash out. If you own real estate and you want to pull cash out for business purposes or to invest in more real estate, we can help you with that. Here's a strategy that works for a lot of people. I didn't invent this, but I can help you do it. So you want to get into real estate. You want to eventually own 30 homes, own them free and clear, make 30 to 45 or 50,000 plus per month. How do you do that? You buy a house. Okay. Well, if you buy that house, you got principal, interest, payment, taxes, maintenance. You got a lot of stuff. And if you're charging $1,500 a month, $2,000 a month, if you profit $300 a month, that's pretty good. That's about average. So how are you going to get rich and not cry trying if you're only making $300 a month on one house? And if you got 10 houses, you're making $3,000 a month. Here's the strategy. Fix and flip 10 to 15 homes first, build the war chest of money on hand, and then use that money as the down payments for your long-term rentals. So let's get into that. A fix and flip, how's it work? Well, I'm going to use easy math, $100,000. A lot of parts of the country, you ain't buying houses for $100,000. Where I live at, you can do that. Northeast Ohio, near Cleveland. California, you ain't doing that. But we're going to use that as the example anyways. $100,000 house. 3 levels, lenders look at the borrower as to see if they are experienced, intermediate, or beginner. A little bit different criteria. One lender we represent, you got to have 10 heavy rehabs under your belt to be considered experienced. The other one, 7. And and there's for that beginner, intermediate, and expert level, there's different loan to values, there's different after repair values. Let me describe that. You got 10 under your belt, you can literally purchase the house with 100% financing. That's pretty cool. 100%, no money down, good credit score, 10 rehabs under your belt. It's 100% financing on an investment property for a fix and flip. They will finance 100% of the rehab costs. Those two numbers together cannot exceed 70% of the after repair value. Here's the easy breakdown. You buy it at $35,000 or $40,000. Let's say $37,500. It needs $30,000 of rehab. 37.5 plus 30,000 rehab, that's $67,500. It's $100,000 after repair value. You can sell it for $100,000. It's in that neighborhood where you can sell it for $100,000. Well, 70% of $100,000 is $70,000. You're into it for $67,500. That's the breakdown of that deal. It's that simple. Okay. You sell it. You got 12 months to sell it. You don't want to take 12 months. Most fix and flips are getting accomplished. The rehab takes 2 or 3 months. Got it on the market for 3 or 4 months, hopefully less. But you're in and out 6 or 7 months. Your goal in that deal is to make $30,000. Double it. It's a $200,000 house. Just double the numbers, and you're going to profit $60,000 or $50,000 if you got to give a little bit on the sale price. So imagine that. Let's say you're making $50,000 on each fix and flip that you do. Do that 10 times. You got $400,000, $500,000, or $600,000 built up in your war chest, your business money war chest. Okay. That breakdown was 0 down. That's an experienced investor with a good credit score. Let's go backwards for anybody listening. You've never done it before, but you want to do it. You're a beginner. 0 rehabs underneath your belt. What's that going to look like for financing? We don't know till we collect the application. I mean, I kind of know. I got the parameters, but we don't have the final numbers until we get the term sheet back. So I would collect an application from you, collect information, submit the deal, and get an approval and get a term sheet. Typically, you got to put 25 or 30% money down for the lender on the purchase price. The purchase price is one of 3 parts. 25 or 30% down. You buy it for $40,000, you got to put $10,000 down. Other money, title work. appraisal. We are going to charge points for doing this for you. I mean, we need to make money too. We'll probably charge 3 points. So 3,000 bucks. So to make this deal happen, you got to come to the table with 10,000, 13,000, 16, 17,000 bucks. You got 16, 17,000 dollars, a good to medium, and we can do this with difficult credit all the way down to 600. Just got to choose the right lender. So you're a beginner fix and flipper. Your goal is to do it 10 times. You got to come to the table with some money for the lender and for our fee and for the title work and for the appraisal. 17,000 bucks, 16,000 bucks, something like that. You purchase the $40,000 house. You send the contractor in there before you purchase it. You get the estimate of what it takes to bring it up to code and bring it up, make it beautiful so you can sell it. Let's say that's 25, 28. Let's just use a round number, 30,000 bucks. There you go. You're at that 70% after repair value. Flip it, make 30,000 bucks. Buy a $150,000 house. The margins go up, everything goes up. But do that 10 times, and then you got all that money sitting there, and you take that money. Let's say you got 400,000 bucks, and you want to buy 10 rental properties for long-term hold. Well, if you're buying a $200,000 house, typically when you're buying a buy and hold, you're going to be putting 15, 20% down, depending on credit score, maybe 25, depending on score. Let's say it's 20%. $200,000 house, 20%, 40,000 bucks. You got 400,000 bucks, 500,000, because you've done that for about 2 or 3 years. You've done 10 properties. You got the down payment money to do that. Put the down payment money down. Now your buy and hold career goes forward. Do the fix and flips that continue those. Bank the money, but you got 2 strategies rolling now. Your strategy is fix and flips and buy and hold for long-term wealth. There's more to talk about, and we're going to talk about real estate a lot more as these every Tuesday on Get Rich and Don't Cry Trying. Other things that Patriot Business Finance Consultants can do for you. Unsecured money. That's more expensive than using an asset to pull money out of. We can help with that. You need a good credit score to make that happen. Pretty much all the other business finance programs other than SBA and USDA, difficult credit scores are no problem. Equipment financing, not a problem. Real estate financing, not a problem. Difficult credit scores. When we're talking SBA, USDA, you got to have a good score. When we're talking unsecured financing for business ventures, you got to have a good score. So what else? We have other products that we offer also. Factoring. Let's say you are in business and you're doing business to business, not business to consumer, but you're serving and providing a service or a product to businesses. Well, when you do that and you send them the product, ship it to them, or you provide your service, and if you're in this style of business, you know what I'm talking about when you hear this. You send them an invoice and you give them 30 days to pay. That's a long time. Sometimes it turns into 40 or 50 before they pay you. That invoice is called an account receivable. And if you're in business, you've probably got dozens or 100 accounts receivable floating out there waiting to get paid. Well, those invoices are valuable. They're cash. They can be sold at a discount to factoring companies. We represent factoring companies. And you sell it, you get cash flow. Because while you're waiting for your money to be paid, you still have to pay the bills. Got to pay your employees. You got to buy supplies. You got to do everything. You got to run the business with operating capital. Well, if you got hundreds of thousands of dollars out there and you need that money, to operate business, especially if your business is growing. Your accounts receivable are a tool that you can use, an asset that you can use to raise cash flow and maintain business operations while you grow. That's another thing that we can help you with. So yeah, there's a lot of angles, lots and lots of angles for business financing. Touching on another subject, what we're going to talk about going forward, and we've done this on Industry Talk already. Profit's not a bad word, man. Let's make money. We're here to make money. We're not here to be greedy. We're not here to, I mean, money's not a bad thing. It makes things easier. I know because I've had a bunch and then I've had little, and it's always easier when I got a bunch. And when you got a bunch of money, think of the people that you can help. You can help people on the street. You can help your family members. You can leave money for your kids because we all got an expiration date. Um, Going into business is a way to do that. This show, Get Rich, Don't Cry Trying, it's for business owners, current business owners. It's for people who want to be business owners. And it's for people who don't want to be business owners. All the information is valuable. We've talked about contacts. We've talked about, I mean, there's so many things that are valuable that will help you. But specifically, business owners, get rich, don't cry trying. Make it happen. And to get rich, you need people around you because we cannot do it alone. I didn't do it alone. I've had contacts. Everybody is a potential. The next person you meet can take you places that you've never been. And we all want to go where we've never been. So profit's a good word. Make that money so that you can help people, right? And Patriot, me, my business partner, Bob, Patriot Business Finance Consultants, we're here to make money. But if you work with us, you're going to make money. We're all going to do this together. We can't do it alone. So in business, every dollar that we save you on financing, because we go for what we call least expensive money first, every dollar that we save you on financing goes directly to your bottom line. And as a consultant, we want to be with you for the long run. We're not here for one deal. We're not here for a transaction. We're here for a relationship with you, a relationship. You can call me at 10 o'clock at night and be like, hey man, I got a problem. I got to explain this to you. You don't got to wait till tomorrow at 9 o'clock to call me. I'm different. I'll talk to you at any time. As your consultant, I'm in it with you. We're all in it. So, industry talk. What we've talked about since the show started 20 minutes ago is what we do, how we make money together, and it's deeper. I'm going to go into it more and more. But connections. I mean, I'm only on this show because I connected with Galen Smith. This man's a legend. You all know it. That's why you watch Industry Talk. Look what he's doing for all of us. Look what he's doing for Jay Shaw. Look what he's doing for Angel. He promotes people. He's a connection. And he's helped me and taken me far and introduced me to people that, I never thought I would meet. So in your business, here's what I'm saying to you. In your business, in your current business, or if you're not in business and you want to get into business, or if you don't want to be in business and you're in a job, every connection is important. Connections. I'll say it 100 times. Every connection can take you somewhere. And it's highly important. I am a connection to you, and you are a connection to me, and we're both for one another. This information that I'm providing to you, it's valuable. And the information you provide to me when we connect is valuable to me. So we're in this stuff together. let's do a commercial break. Hopefully, Galen behind the scenes can hear me. Let's see if it happens.
Today's episode of Industry Talk is proudly sponsored by the Butterfly Collection. That's right, the Butterfly Collection is here. Gentle stories, big lessons, bright imagination. Books are available at Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, Ingram Spark by author Angel Williams. These books are perfect for pre-K programs, kindergarten classrooms, elementary schools, classroom libraries, bedtime reading, and SEL programs. Be sure to get your copy today.
Hey, what it do, world? It's your boy, Comedian JB, the real J Braswell, Comedian J Braswell. Hey, dig this. I got a website, man. Tap in at jbcomedy.com.
Are you Patriot Business Finance Consultants? Yeah, I'm Patriot Business Finance Consultants. Why? Everything okay? Are you working with John Smith of Smith's Construction? Well, yeah, I'm working with John Smith of Smith's Construction. I'm trying to arrange the best possible financing for what he's trying to get accomplished. The best deal structure, the best term, and the best rates.
That ain't gonna work for me. I'm getting the deal.
Wait a minute! Even if packages and rates and the deal structure and everything else is better for the customer, you still want the deal?
Deal structure and rates don't matter. And none of that matters.
Getting the customer the better deal doesn't matter to you?
Stop! You can have the deal.
Hey man, I saw what happened. Are you all right?
Yeah, thanks for checking on me. I'm Paul.
I'm Chad.
I'm Paul from Patriot Business Finance Consultants. We're just trying to get the best financing package arranged for our clients. We will fight for you. 844-742-1776. Call us. Check out our website, www.patriotbfc.com.
All right. Now, you might be laughing when you saw what I just did there with that video. I put that out there years ago. And I'm going to use that as an example to underscore this. Do crazy shit, man. Do stuff. Be yourself. Don't conform. Be yourself in business. The people that appreciate you are they're going to flock to you. I made money off that. We got 2, maybe 3 deals off of that because they saw it and they liked it. I wasn't trying to be normal. You don't have to be normal. We've talked about this on Industry Talk. Get rich, don't cry trying. All right? Do wild stuff, man. Ask for things. Go for it. Go for the throat with what you're trying to make happen. It's the only way it's going to work. You can't be mild. You must be wild. All right? Hitting on connections again, and then I am going to talk about referral fees. All of us making money together. I want you to hear this. Check this out. But connections, wild stuff, going for it. I'm in Northeast Ohio. I'm 4 hours from Detroit. Plug for Freeway Rick Ross. You know who he is. You all know the man. All right. I wouldn't know Galen if I didn't take a 4-hour trip to Detroit because I heard Rick was speaking up there. I knew who he was. We all do, and we all have known who he is. I've seen him on TV before. Okay. Then I saw him on Instagram. Then I saw him on Facebook. I saw what he was doing. And I said, that man's got connections. He can introduce me to people. I got to pay him. We got to pay for connections. So not everybody wants paid. There's people in your life who you meet who will help you free of charge, but you also got to be willing to pay for services. I'm willing to pay for services. I drove to Detroit. We went to Canacon in the daytime. Then we went to the Sports Zone. Okay, Detroit, boom. Look at me. I'm a hillbilly from Ohio. That's down. That's Detroit. We took the shot. We walked in, 100 people. When I walked into the Sports Zone, every neck broke, and they said, "What's this guy doing here? He looks like an undercover cop." No. The owners came up to me and they said, "What are you doing here?" I said, "Rick Ross." And they said, "You know this is a consumption lounge?" As if I didn't know. Well, I didn't know, but I came prepared anyway, just in case it was a consumption lounge. And by the way, we finance cannabis. If you're in the cannabis business, you're watching this show, we finance any industry, any state, any credit, any equipment. Cannabis is an industry, so we finance that. Hey, Roscoe, one of the five brothers who owned that place, I'm still friends with Roscoe. We walked in. He said, "You know, this is a consumption lounge." I whipped out a bunch. And I said, "That's what I brought this for." We went there with the purpose to meet Rick, and I met Roscoe, and Roscoe became another connection. Okay. Then I met Rick, and I asked Rick what I wanted to ask him. I drove 4 hours to ask a question, and he said yes. And he's brought us deals, and he introduced me to Galen Smith. If I haven't said it during this show again, let me underscore that. He's the man, and you all know that. Honorable, connected, here to help, here to serve, here to make money with you. So, man, I got that connection because I went for it, because I am not mild, I am wild. And that video, I hope you liked it. It was fun to make. I made money off of it. So don't be afraid to do crazy things. Don't be afraid to make, if you're in business right now and you got a landscaping business and you need a lot more customers, dude, make 10,000 flyers, go out and put them not in the mailbox, on the flag. 10,000 of them, you think you'll get a response? 3% of 10,000 is 300. And if you get 300 contacts and 1/3 of them say yes, you got 100 new customers. Do stuff that you've never thought of before. Sit and think about things. Brainstorm with us. We're here to help you come up with these ideas. We're here to talk about these things on future episodes of Get Rich, Don't Cry Trying. Okay, boom, we got that covered. Now, 10% referral fees. Let's make money together. This is going to work for you if you've got a job and you don't want to be in business and you hear this, you just like watching industry talk. It's going to work for you if you are in business right now and you're making a whole bunch of money and you might think, "Well, why would I do this with Paul?" Well, you can make another $5, $10, $15, or $20,000 a year for almost no effort, for just introducing people to us for business financing. Here's another angle, and we've talked about this on Industry Talk. Sometimes when you want to start a business, you need money to start a business. And let's say you've got nobody to ask them to borrow the money from. And you're working and the bills of life cost everything that you're making. You can't save enough to start that business. And if you're going to go into business, you need a chunk. You need to buy the equipment that you need. You need to have cash reserves. You need to have operating capital. How in the world are you going to get that if let's say you got difficult credit and you can't go borrow it? You got nobody who's going to let you borrow it from them. How are you going to do that? Here's an angle, okay? And what I'm going to promote to you right now and ask from you, whether you're in business making a bunch of money or if your motivation is to make money so that you can start that business, or if you just want to make more money, you got the job. How do you do it? I mean, if you introduced us to 6 people a year, one person every 2 months, let's talk about, you might have to do 12 introductions because not everybody works out. 12 or 15, let's say 18 introductions throughout the year for people who are in business and need new equipment, need real estate, need business financing. If you introduce us to 18 people and 1/3 of those deals closed, we will pay you 10% of our profit from those deals. How much do we profit a deal? And, how does the process work? If you want to do it, email me, paul@patriotbfc.com, bob@patriotbfc.com. Do both of us at once. Bob's my business partner. paul@patriotbfc.com, bob@patriotbfc.com. Email us both and say, I want to work with you, referring deals to you. Okay? We'll send you an agreement, a referral agreement. We'll sign it. That's our promise to pay, and we always pay. We've been in business since June of 2020. We never advertised. We paid referral fees, and that's how we built this business. So we pay. And you would introduce us to the potential client through an email introduction. All of us are on it. You, me, Bob, the client. Make that introduction. That's your proof and your evidence that you made the introduction, and you've got our agreement, which is our promise to pay if the deal closes. So you introduce us to 18 people throughout the course of 1 year. That's not very many. 1/3 of those close. What's an average dollar amount that we profit on deals? We've profited as much as $25,000 on a deal. We profited as little as $700 on a deal. Our average is $6,000 to $8,000 for every deal that we close that we profit. So you introduce us to somebody and we make $8,000, you got $800 for that. If you do it if we close 6 of the introductions throughout the year, that's $4,800. I wouldn't walk past $4,800 if I saw it laying on the ground and it was easy to pick up. So, that's what I'm asking from you. If you know a business owner and you want, they can be a family member, they can be a friend, or you can just get good at introductions and be at the gas station and see a guy pull up with a truck, a trailer, a dump truck, and a backhoe, and you can say, hey, are you the owner? And he says, yeah, I'm the owner. He says, well, hey, man, I got friends who do financing for businesses. Now, that guy might just say, no, I'm good. I don't need nothing. Or he might say, I work with my bank. Or he might say, I got bad credit, man. I just can't do it. What are you going to say? Don't just give up. Never just give up on anything. Say, difficult credit's not a problem. And, if you want to do these deals with us, we would get on the phone. We would get to know one another. We'd sign that agreement. And I would give you the word tracks to use, and you just got to remember them. I got bad credit. I can't do it. These guys are pretty good at making it happen, even under those circumstances. I only work with my bank. What if I told you they could outdo your bank? Because they do that all the time. They're better than the bank. You might get a bunch of no's. It's okay. You didn't lose nothing. You just asked questions. If you ask a question, you don't get nothing out of it. What'd you lose? A little bit of time. But what if you get that one person who says, yes, I'm down. Introduce me to your friend. Get their phone number, get their email, make that introduction. And if we make $12,000, because we've made $12,000 on deals before, then you get $1,200. So that's what I'm proposing to everybody watching this show right now. Let's make money together. If you're in business right now, I'm here to help you get business financing. If you don't need business financing, but you know other business owners, man, I would love introductions, and we will share the money because you got to pay for services. I'm all about paying for services. I'm all about giving services for free. That's what I'm trying to do right now on this show. is give you information and what we're going to talk about in future shows. Creative financing. I'm going to give the game away. I don't expect to make money on it, but I'm going to give the game away, and you can use the information. I've learned it from people. I've learned it from books, I've learned it from videos, and I've learned it from people that I personally know. So I know for a fact that this stuff works. Creative financing, angles of attack to get where you want to be. It's guerrilla warfare. If you know, if you're in business and you got capital to work with, you're not engaging in guerrilla warfare. You're in business. It's a battle, and you know, but you can put money down, or you can pay things with cash. But if you don't, if you are somebody right now listening to what I'm saying and you want to go somewhere, I'm not talking physically go somewhere, I'm talking go somewhere in life, build a business, make a bunch of money for your kids, make a bunch of money so you can donate to your church, so you can help people on the street. If you want to do that and you don't got the finances to build the business that you want to start the landscaping company that you want to, because landscaping companies make a lot of money, to start the construction company that you want to open the recording studio that you want to do, you've got to use unconventional methods, unconventional means. It's called guerrilla warfare. Make something out of nothing. How can you make something out of nothing? We're going to talk about that. We've talked about it on Industry Talk a lot, but we're going to talk about it more on Get Rich, Don't Cry Trying on Tuesdays at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time here. But one of the ways that I'm offering it. If you want to make some extra money, you can do it only as a referral fee. You can do it as an agent. You can work with us and make 25% of the profit. I will teach you whatever you're doing, whatever industry you're in, you need to know the language, the words, the language of the business, not just the English language, but talking the language of the business. I'll teach you how to talk this language, business financing, what you can offer. And don't worry about it if you think I can't do that. You can do it. You can do more than you think. You can do this. You can do anything. Okay. But I'll teach you how to do it, man. I'll teach you how to do business financing. I'll teach you what to say, how to say it, how to overcome objections, and how to offer services. Okay. Every business owner offers a product or a service. I offer services. I put deals together. That's my product, is putting deals together. You know, if you want to work with us, make 25% of the profit, I want you to work with us. I need good people. I need a lot of good people. I need 100 hungry for money people across America feeding the deal machine. And let's all get rich, and we're not going to cry trying. Let's make this happen. Okay. In closing, thanks for watching the show. Thanks for hanging in with me. Thanks for watching me on Tuesdays with Galen on Industry Talk. Jay Shaw, Angel Williams, everybody out there, Steve Gonzalez, just everybody. Coach, thank you, Galen, for putting this together with me. I love it. Galen's connection has taken all of us. I mean, he's given us an opportunity to go on Rick Ross TV, right? Come on, on Roku. Look what Galen's building, and he brought us along for this. We're all here to make money together. We're all here to help one another. So in closing, send questions in the comments. I want to answer them for you. Call me. Text. Text first usually works. 330-501-4554. Paul at patriotbfc.com. Bob at patriotbfc.com. If you email me, put me and Bob in there. Okay? So we both get it. We're always available to talk. We're always available to make money together. Beyond that, we're here to help with information. So signing off, like Galen says, I mean, how's he put that together? How's Galen do the outro? Health, wealth, stay dangerous.
It's about that time we decided we were going to do something a little bit different today, add some different elements to what we already do. It's going down, man, trying to figure out ways to break the algorithm, man. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe to all our channels, all our different platforms. Boss Talk 101, Boss Talk 101 Prime Time. It's crazy. We got to get it done, though. Boss Talk 101, where the boss is talking.
Today's conversation on Industry Talk is being brought to you by our platinum sponsor, Tisha's Signature House Blend Season All. When you're preparing yourself something to eat, be sure to season your meats with Tisha's Signature House Blend.
No, this is not a dream. You're in the world of Inside Speaks. We're inspiring you to find happiness in your world. Guess what? We outside with it. We like to hammock camp, bike, as well as ruck. That's right. I'm an Army veteran. I served 2 tours, man, with some great individuals, man. We had our ups, we had our downs, just like you go through in life. But I tell you what, I'm going to share some of them stories with you on this channel.
Are you Patriot Business Finance Consultants? Yeah, I'm Patriot Business Finance Consultants. Why? Everything okay? Are you working with John Smith of Smith's Construction? Well, yeah, I'm working with John Smith of Smith's Construction. I'm trying to arrange the best possible financing for what he's trying to get accomplished. The best deal structure, the best term, and the best rates.
That ain't gonna work for me. I'm getting the deal.
Wait a minute! Even if packages and rates and the deal structure and everything else is better for the customer, you still want the deal?
Deal structure and rates don't matter. And none of that matters.
Getting the customer the better deal doesn't matter to you?
Stop! You can have the deal. Ugh.
Hey, man, I saw what happened. Are you all right?
Yeah, thanks for checking on me. I'm Paul.
I'm Chad.
I'm Paul from Patriot Business Finance Consultants. I'm just trying to get the best financing package arranged for our clients. We will fight for you. 844-742-1776. Call us. Check out our website, www.patriotbfc.com.
Stop what you're doing right now and go subscribe to Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime on YouTube, all social media platforms. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to make sure you tap in. Right now, over 72,000 subscribers and well over 11 million views and watch time hours. So make sure that you continue to support, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and keep tapping in with us because we're going to keep on bringing you this hot content every day and in every way. It's your main man, Big G. And make sure, like I said, stop what you're doing right now and tap in. Like, share, subscribe. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime.
I'm Paul.
I'm Chad.
I'm Paul from Patriot Business Finance Consultants. I'm just trying to get the best financing package arranged for our clients. We will fight for you. 844-742-1776. Call us. Check out our website, www.patriotbfc.com.